This last year we've spent our spare time sponging, slurping and siphoning out liquid from our bilge. From salt to sweet water flowing from the shower or the swamp we have anchored in. But we want to be in the cockpit enjoying the passage of time, rather than doing boat yoga in bilges which are determined to give us a hernia or two. You saw last week our Project Dry Bilge 1.0, as we swapped from a grease packer to a dripless shaft seal, and added a swish new folding prop. But now it's time for the second stage of Project Dry Bilge, and that is to redirect our shower water outside of the boat, rather than into the bilge. Stick around as we cut, stick and paint our way through this week's vid. And click subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss the next stage of our adventure.
That's funny.
Bloody hell.
That really went out there. The first step to making a self-contained bilge is to add a sheet of wood to create the back of the shower sump. And with measurements already taken, it's time to start cutting. Almost. I think I've pretty much done the first little bit. Fits fairly well in there. We're obviously going to have to put some thickened epoxy down this bit here and along the sides, but we're kind of expecting that anyway. We've got a glass over the whole thing. But something else we need to do is fill these weird little voids here, just so we've got an easy area to clean when this is all one shower sump. Otherwise we're going to be reaching in there and tying that all up. It's about 40 mil deep each of these, and the plywood that we've got is 18 mil. So we're going to double it up and then make up the rest with some thickened epoxy just to smooth on the outside here. But I need to cut 2 triangles that basically fit in this gap here to fill that. So these are my 2 rough triangles. I'm going to cut out 2 lots of these now. Getting there.
With the wood cut, it was time to stick these bits together before the next morning when the epoxy was making its show.
It's all crusty from all the epoxy setting on it. Didn't really think about that.
From the other day?
Yeah, this is how much was on me.
Oh my gosh. You're a crusty boy, Zach.
Yeah.
Okay, that's you just
going in
bin
the
it.
bin, yeah. It's a shame.
So long, farewell. Goodbye.
Now you've got a new one.
Nice. It's a good day when you can put a new overall on, isn't it?
It is. Yummy.
Fancy pantsy.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Fits like a glove.
I feel sorry for you already. You're going to be so hot.
Yeah.
Luckily it's a little bit cooler now. It's
Becca
fall.
can't feel my bottom half because I'm just in my underwear because I get so hot in this thing, is it? This one's so much smaller than the other one.
Yeah, this is my one.
Oh, is it? Oh, it does fit, just.
It's good.
It's got a pocket in this one.
Yeah, mine's the fancy one. It's a bit more see-through than the other one.
Is it?
A little bit.
Alright, ready for bathroom epoxy. Well, sanding.
Zach is, as you can probably hear, in the forward's head, hoovering and being a hero in there at the moment. I'm going to say thank you to him by giving the boat a good tidy and then getting on with dinner.
With interior work like this, it's almost inevitable that the boat becomes an absolute mess. And when you're living aboard, it can really start affecting your mental health if you don't keep on top of it. So, whilst I'm standing away, Becca got to tidying up.
It's looking a lot better in here. It's currently 6 o'clock and I'm just about to start cooking dinner. I'm gonna make cheesy spaghetti squash, so it's a bit of a nice meal for tonight. A bit of comfort food in the air fryer.
just finished acetoning the wood, and the surface is all prepped and clean. It's all acetone down there as well. We're just going to dry fit this and make sure it all still fits, because we've stuck all these bits together yesterday. And once that's all sorted, we're going to go through and epoxy up all the wood, just to make sure it doesn't soak in and take loads of epoxy from the fiberglass when we start putting it down. And then once we've done that, we'll mix up some thickened epoxy, fill in all of the gaps that we need to fill in, and then mix some more thin epoxy, cut some sheets of fiberglass up, and start layering up on these. That's the wrong way up, that's fine. Okay, so that bit's going to sit in about there. That should do the job.
I am going into the forward head this morning, and I'm going to lay up some fiberglass just to give it some more strength and a really nice finish before we end up sanding and painting it, which is really exciting. I've just got into the jumpsuit, and well, this is what we're working with. So I might just actually whack a little bit of tape on just so I don't get epoxy in my shorts. But yeah, feeling happy, confident, ready to go.
Oh yes. Glamorous workstation next to the toilet.
Yeah, very. I'm gonna go
a little bit in that corner.
Yeah, like that, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it will rock up a bit, so we might want smaller bits, or you could just hold there.
And then I'm gonna do another coat on top, yeah?
Yeah. Looking good.
Thanks. This shower sump is not going anywhere. What's the plan for today?
So we've got a load of things we need to do today, but the main thing that we're about to do now is drill the hole for the bottom of our shower sump. So this is the, I guess, skin fitting that's going to go at the bottom of our shower.
Hole. That's what it says on there.
Yeah, through hole. Yeah, basically called through hole as well. For the bottom of our shower sump, and then this is going to go to our diaphragm pump that we've got, which we haven't installed yet. So this is the next big thing, but we're going to drill the hole for it, epoxy around the wood on the inside just to make sure that the wood doesn't get, I don't know, rotten or anything like that from any water. We'll do the same again tomorrow, double it up and double coat it, and then we'll go in, seeker this all in as well, so it's got 3 layers of protection basically. And then yeah, that's pretty much everything done apart from the electronic side of everything, and then teeing the pump, the new pump, into the existing skin fitting and seacock that goes through our head sink.
Yeah.
And then that's that project done, which is fantastic. Becca obviously needs to paint as well, because Becca's going to paint all that. So.
Cool, we're getting there. Yeah, it's going to go for the wood. It's not going to hit anything.
No.
Yay! Oh, it's a really big hole.
It is, but we can just thicken that in, can't we?
Yeah.
That's going to really drain nicely down into there as well.
Yeah, so what's the update? Like, what are we doing now?
So, we were going to use these as like either sides of the through hole, but the issue with that, the water line, anything that sits below the hole here isn't going to go through it. So what we're going to do is we're not going to use those. and we're just gonna, I might not be able to put it in from this angle, but basically we're just gonna have this so it's sitting just at the edge there. This hole's a good bit bigger than this, but we're just gonna thicken epoxy around it, and then set it in there like that, and it should be sitting right at where the water's gonna collect, which would be
it's perfect.
a much better idea.
I'm actually really quite proud of myself for this first go at epoxying and fiberglassing here. It's actually come out better than I really hoped, and now we've countersunk that little through hole in to the wood. It's just looking so good, and when we paint it, it'll all come together, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I just said to Zach, it's made with love for sure. He said that a lot of people just buy these like square ready-made shower sumps, but ours has a bit more love into it, and epoxy. Mainly epoxy. But no, feeling really happy, and yeah, it's cool what you can achieve when you put your mind to something.
Becca's right. In the year we have owned Tay-Lee, we have learned that the only limits that you usually have are the ones you've set for yourself. It would have been far easier just to hop on the internet and order a plastic shower sump.
What are you up to, Becca?
I'm painting the bilge, but I'm just stopped for a sec because I need to tape, and I should have taped before, but now I'm taping halfway through, so.
That's good though.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It is like, there's still texture, but I don't think we're going to get rid of that. But
I think after a coat or two, it'll pretty much go.
yeah.
Nice one.
Would we have learned anything about the construction though? No. Have we fiberglassed before? Also no. But in our eyes, never having done something should only be more of a reason to give it a go.
This is a glute workout like no other glute workout out there.
Good job.
That's the forward head painted. Oh yeah, the best bit. That is not too bad, is it? We're just figuring out where to mount our big old whale gulper. This thing is actually awesome. For our new shower sump, we wanted a basically glorified bilge pump to suck the water out, but obviously when you shower, the reality is there's like grit and hair, and we didn't want that clogging up a pump. So this one is a diaphragm pump, which just means it will not get blocked, which is great. This is going to be mounted under here, and the wires to the on and off switch, which is this little thing, really satisfying, that is going to be in here, because we wanted somewhere that it doesn't get wet, but also when we're wet we don't have to reach into a cupboard. So yeah, it's going to be in here tucked away, you won't see it.
Still got to kind of reach in somewhere, but it's better than opening a cupboard, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure, where there's dry things. There's never really much in here on passage because it falls out. So yeah, that's going to be in there, and then the wire's going to come into this cupboard and run down and under. It'll look nice in there.
Oh god.
So now that's mounted, can you run through with me our thought process about what it's going to link to?
This is the in pipe here, which is going to run all the way down here, down through here. We're going to have to drill a hole here, down through here, round the back, and then through this bit here to where the plug for there is, or the tube is. And then the out one is going to, I think at the moment, just kind of loop up there, come to here, tee off on the sink, and so it just goes out through the same seacock as the sink. The only thing we're slightly concerned which might happen is that if the pump's strong enough, it might end up backing up through the sink a little bit. So if that does happen, we'll have to try and adjust our plans. But
And maybe add a U-bend in, but
maybe, yeah. So
we'll see. Because when we heal, some water does come up through the sink a bit, but
yeah.
I mean, it'll be what it will be, yeah?
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Another hole, another day, another bulkhead.
It's a bit awkward, this one. Stunning. Right, let's give it a go.
That's not going through the hull, is it?
No. Alright, so we've installed the new shower sump pump. Ugh. So I'm gonna get down here. I've taken up all the floorboards now and I pretty much know where this wire is going to run. This afternoon is where I'm going to try and install the pipe for the new shower sump to the pump, the U-bend, and then tee it off on the existing Skeg-Hung. This is where I'm at the moment. Everything is pulled up all the way up to where it's going, just next to where Becca is. This is all pulled up as well, and we're going to run it. I'll show you in there in a minute, but run it from the pump there, round the back, down the bottom of the head there, through there, long there, long there, long there, following these grey pipes underneath this cabinet here, into the engine room, go along there, round the side of the water tank, and then up to the control panel. Right, stage one. Pump wires. I'm gonna loosely hook these around. Right, the wires for this new shower sump pump are now fully run. What I need to do now is run the nice new hosing that we've got. As far as hosing goes, like this, it's pretty bendy, so it should be quite easy to get around all the little nooks and crannies. Love me some bilge yoga. Excellent, thanks.
Wow.
I'm going to cut that there. Yeah, that'll be about right. Yeah. All done.
Zach did all the plumbing yesterday for the whale gulper pump, and I'm going to do all the electrics before the sun gets too high in the sky and it gets hot in here. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Just got to connect this fuse to the lug on the gulper, and then I'm going to run it to a switch, and then from the switch I'm going to run just the positive all the way back to the control panel, and the negative just goes straight from the gulper to the control panel. So pretty simple electronics. So I'm actually going to start at the other end of the wiring, because then I've got a good idea of how much spare I've got, which I'm going to need more spare up that end than this end because of the fuse and the switch. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I'm on the last leg. Got the 12 volt in the cockpit working again.
Did you? Or was it just loose on the back
It
there?
was just the negative wasn't attached.
You want to see your present?
Yeah! Hey, I've got myself a plant! I really like it! Thank you so much! Zach has done a wicked job and has just squished the switch in, and it's looking so good. But I now have a little bit of a tricky job, as we've got, I think we went for 6mm cable, no, we went for 12 gauge, which is 4mm cable. And these little lugs I've got, the ones that fit on the end, are for I think 1.5 or 2mm or whatever. So we've got some squishing to do. Obviously we want all the strands in there. Not bad. A lot of fiddly wiring later, and it's time to finally test it out. It's the moment of truth. The head is clean, and yeah, we're going to test out the whale gulper. Should we have the floor up, or should we have it how we're going to have it when we shower?
Let's just see it like getting sucked out.
Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, this is nerve-wracking, isn't it? Oh well, it goes really well in there. Shall I switch it on?
Yeah.
It's working.
There we go. Now it's working. Oh! Okay.
That's
so
an issue.
we can fix that. That's funny.
Bloody hell.
That really went out there. Well, I did empty it at least, but
We can't be having that.
I thought that might happen.
Does that mean we need another U-bend?
No. I can fix that.
Do we need, if we have a U-bend?
No. So what we need to do is line up that so it goes straight down instead of hitting that T bracket there, because what it's doing is hitting that and spurting up and going down.
Well, that was quite the test, wasn't it? I had a full shower. Fixed it?
In theory now, instead of shooting up there, this should go the path of least resistance and go straight down there. So fingers crossed that actually works, but we'll see.
Okay, you ready?
We're gonna go. I think this should work. I did think that when I put it on, I was like, oh, that might be an issue. Now. Oh, come on.
That's alright.
Oh, it's better, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think what we need to do is probably extend this a little bit.
Yeah.
So if we can just get like a foot of tubing for that and have it like on a little bit of a bend there, it should be a lot better, or at least like there.
Yeah.
Because what's happening is that's just like
The
chucking
overflow.
it. Yeah.
That's fine, we can do that.
I wonder, even like that might do it. It just needs to stop it, because there shouldn't be any force going through that, but...
No.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, really good.
It was better than it was, wasn't it?
For sure. I mean, we can actually...
It pumps out so quickly.
Yeah. So nice. Good job.
Still, how? How the heck is that going all the way around there still? That's crazy. Maybe I need to change the T-joint around now because it's being forced more easily through here than there, so... Last time.
You swap them around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Bizarre.
You did it! Good job!
Great success.
Zach managed to make the pump work, and we're feeling so happy that we didn't have to spend an arm and a leg trying to get other valves and all sorts. The last thing is just putting a piece of wood there to stop the tubes and wires getting wet. It's a bit of a random dead space as it is, and water does get in there, but now we're kind of sealing everything up. There's no need for water to get in there, so we're going to put a little bit of wood just on the inside of that, and then it should be sealed. Luckily, we have learnt very early on to keep offcuts of wood, stainless, and random other bits, and I'm really happy we did, because in the back of the sofa we have this thin bit of plywood which is actually perfect. It couldn't be more perfect, and in the Koymans here you can only buy full sheets of wood, so we'd have literally had to buy a whole sheet of that wood. Yeah, I'm really happy that we can just use this bit. 36, I think that's good.
Alright, I've got to try and figure out how to stick something to this so we can put it in the gap that we've got and still be able to pull against it so it sticks. I've come up with the idea of folding some of this tape in half and making a little loop and then sticking it down with this blue tape that I know won't wreck this, so I'm going to give that a go.
If you're watching this absolutely cringing with what I'm doing, yeah, I am too. I don't know what possessed me to just squirt Sikaflex in and smear it out with my finger. It's pretty toxic stuff, and that was just never ever gonna work. In hindsight, I really should have taped it, but you know, you live and you learn. And yeah, there's lots to learn by this video, but I only had myself to blame when I had to spend a long time in here fixing it up with a lot of rubbing alcohol. But I managed to recover it quite well. It's never gonna be perfect, but I'm okay with that. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video. Let us know in the comments below, what's one thing that you didn't think you had the right skill set for, and then you kind of put your mind to it and made something of it. Obviously, we aren't professionals by any means, and we never claim to be, but it's a pretty cool feeling when you achieve something, a big project like this. So yeah, let us know.